polishing, setting the example, understanding she lived in a fishbowl because everybody was watching her. But she spent countless times out in the community, her the amount she volunteers is significant. I mean, throughout her enlisted performance reports, you can see the desire of the reporting official to really want to go out and comment on all the volunteering she does, but there simply wasn't space. And oh, by the way, at some point you got to talk about her job performance. But it was significant. I mean, I can't say, and it was even referred to in her enlisted performance reports that they've never seen a person that does this much. You know, and I know she's told me on several occasions since then, and as we were just talking about, she says, that's what energizes me, is serving others. And that is the ultimate compliment, because you know what? In 2 generations, for the most part, you're going to be forgotten. But that's the lasting impact that people will never forget you, that your legacy will be enduring. That is proof you lived life when you served others. So, to your family, Andrea, I take my hat off. You guys did a good job. And I want you to know what you put together is a big deal here. And at 30 years, the Chief Master Sergeant Service of the Air Force is important. Now, I know, to the extended family as well, she's missed out on birthdays. She's missed out on graduations. She's missed out on a lot of events. Today's the day we give her back to you. Your gain is our loss. The Air Force is a very, very bright, shiny place with wonderful individuals, and the Air Force will move on. But just a little dash in that glimmer occurs today as she leaves our presence. But I wish her nothing but the best in life. And I hope that maybe somehow, some way, the comments that I provide to you, they'll be underserving of what she deserves. But I hope you realize the significance of what she's done, what she's accomplished. And when she comes back among you, there's tremendous shoes that have to be filled back in the United States Air Force. But thank you for giving us to her. You're getting back a true American hero. Thank you.
And remain standing for the medal presentation, followed by the reading of the retirement order. Attention to orders. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Military Service Medal, 4th Oakley Cluster, to Chief Master Sergeant Andrea L. Falcher for military service from 2 June 2012 to 20 March 2015. Chief Master Sergeant Andrea L. Falcher distinguished herself by military service as the Air Force Flight Attendant Functional Manager, 89th Operations Group, 89th Airlift Wing, Joint Base Andrews, Maryland. During this period, Chief Falcher's brilliant foresight generated a standardized electronic hiring board system with direct link to the Air Force Personnel Center's database, saving 2 weeks and increasing the 1 Alpha 6 career field pool by 15%. Likewise, her astute restructuring of flight attendant billets, attained E8 positions to provide aviator expertise at 3 bases, streamlined airmen and staff sergeant quotas, and solidified progression for career flight attendants. This impeccable trailblazer piloted the first worldwide 1 Alpha 6 symposium for 7 total force units, thereby realigning 3 and 5 level course competencies to depict accurate field requirements. Furthermore, Chief Falcher managed 4 flight chiefs and 26 teammates through 25 states and 20 countries, providing 85 amazing shows to 300,000 military troops and their families. Finally, she showcased 8 performances and distributed 25,000 gifts in Southeast Asia, boosting the morale of 3,000 warfighters. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Chief Falcher culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of our country and reflect great credit upon herself and the United States Air Force. Attention to orders. Department of the Air Force Special Order Number AC 016426. Chief Master Sergeant Andrea L. Falcher, you are relieved from active duty. 89th Operations Group, Joint Base Andrews, Maryland, and retired effective 1 June 2015. Per Air Force Regular Instruction 36-3203 in the grade of Chief Master Sergeant. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Colonel Smith will now present the Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America and a letter of appreciation from the Commander-in-Chief. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that Chief Master Sergeant Andrea L. Falcher, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the first day of June 2015. Signed, Colonel John C. Millard, Commander 89th Airlift Wing, and General Mark A. Welsh, III, Chief of Staff, United States Air Force. And the letter of appreciation reads, Dear Chief Falcher, I extend the sincere thanks of a grateful nation for your many years of exemplary service in the United States Air Force. Your patriotic devotion to duty in times of peace and war is inspiring, and it speaks volumes about your commitment to serving our country. In your career, you have looked beyond your own comfort and safety to protect the lives and way of life of those who you may never meet. That exceptional spirit of sacrifice is the mark of the men and women of the armed forces and their families. Your courage and selflessness are values each American can look to as we look to keep this nation's dream alive for future generations. As you celebrate this milestone, take pride in the accomplishments and contributions you have made as a part of the greatest fighting force the world has ever known. Michelle and I send our warmest wishes for a rewarding retirement and wish you the best of luck as you embark upon the next stage of your life. Signed, Barack Obama, Commander-in-Chief. Chief Master Sergeant Falcher also received letters of appreciation from former presidents George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush. Chief Master Sergeant Andrea Falcher will now be presented with a certificate of appreciation from Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, James A. Cody. The certificate reads, I'm proud to join your friends and family in congratulating you on the retirement from the United States Air Force. The achievements and contributions you have made throughout your career are indicative of the core values of our great service. Your retirement is well deserved, but your selfless contributions will be sorely missed. On behalf of all airmen, thank you for your faithful and devoted service to our nation. As this chapter in your life closes and a new one begins, I hope the years ahead are filled with more great memories and continued success. Signed, James A. Cody, Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Chief Master Sergeant Falcher also received letters of appreciation from the Commander, 18th Air Force Lieutenant General Carlton D. Everhart II, and the Commander, 89th Airlift Wing, Colonel John C. Millard, which are available for your viewing. At this time, we invite Mr. Tyrone Putman to come forward to present the retirement pin. Mr. Putman, as you have supported and committed much of yourself over the course of our career, so it is fitting and in keeping with military tradition that you should present the retirement pin. Chief Falcher, this pin represents the contributions of over 30 years of service to our country. It's not gaudy because one serves not for recognition. A casual observer may not even notice it. But those with a keen eye will see the holidays spent alone on distant continents. The endless hours spent ensuring the readiness of our might, honing the skills and professionalism of fellow comrades in arms. Chief Falcher, when a keen-eyed person, knowing not, feels as good about your choice to serve as we feel about you having served. Please wear this pin proudly and on any occasion which you may represent the Air Force. At this time, we invite Chief Falcher's godchildren to come forward for a special presentation. Colonel Smith will now present Maya Falcher and Pearson Samuel with the Military Child Medal. The Military Child Medal reads, throughout the years of your life, you've made sacrifices and served your country as much as I have done. In your loving way, you quietly shouldered the heavy burdens that you were asked to carry. Most of the time, you could not understand why I was not there, but you quietly hid the tears, courageously put on a smile, and defiantly promised that you would support me. You were there then as now, one of the most important parts of my life, and it was your love that enabled you to ensure me that what I was doing was important. I missed out on so many holidays and countless special occasions. I'm proud of you for your love and support that sustained me in those difficult times. There's no way in my mind that I could have been a success in the military without having your support, your understanding, and most importantly, your unquestionable love. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you, Colonel Smith. You may all be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the career field manager, Chief Davis, will come forward for a special presentation.
All right, my name's Al Davis. I don't need a microphone, do I? Can you hear me in the back? You're good. All right, they said I needed one. So I'm the career field manager. What I'd ask is every CEA in the place stand up for this presentation so that you know where this is coming from.
And past CEAs as well.
And pass it. That's right. All right, so this certificate is on behalf of all of them, and I just happen to be the figurehead that gets to present it. So Andrea gave 30 years of her career. The last part of it, she was a career enlisted Navy. She has done more for these that represent the 14,000 that come with this certificate. I can ask almost any CPA in the Air Force who Andrea Falcher is, and they know it. It's only because of everything this colonel said that she had done with every one of those airmen. He talks about it from the officer side of the house. Each and every one of these that you see before you standing, owe a tribute to her, because promotions wouldn't come if they didn't have a great team stand up for them. So Andrea, on behalf of all of us, I want to do this. Say what an honor to play this.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, on behalf of the Joint Base Andrews Chiefs Group, Chief Marcella will come forward for a special presentation.
Can I get all the Chief Master Sergeants, past, present, retired, active, guard, reserve? Cool.
Come a little further, sir. Come a little further. We're going to find the chief. We get some retirees, man. Yeah. Get some retirees.
So I get the wow. So I get the pleasure to the honor to represent the Andrews Chiefs Group and talk about all the participation and the involvement that you've had, which is extensive. You know, I've worked with you a short period of time, but I've heard how much you've done and that selfless contributions that you've had to the Chiefs Group. And on behalf of everybody here, on behalf of the Andrews Chiefs Group, I wanted to present you with a commemorative brick that we listed all at the Maxwell. So thank you so much for all you've done. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, on behalf of the flight attendants from the 1st and 99th Airlift Squadrons, Master Sergeant Seitz will come forward for a special presentation.
Okay, so, right, I can't do this. It's horrible. You've been everywhere on this little guide, and you were one of the reasons I got hired. You were my flight chief, and you taught me a lot of things about being a leader and a senior NCO. And I just want you to know that both the flights, all the flight chiefs that have ever worked for you, are grateful for everything you've done for us. So thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, on behalf of the West Indian American Military Member Association, Harris Taylor will come forward for a special presentation.
Good afternoon. My last parade